This is the Jeff Jerina Show.
Hey, what's up, and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you're fired up today. And hey, if you're not, my hope is that after this quick daily fuel episode, you're going to have the information and the inspiration to get you there. And hey, if this is your first time listening to the Jeff Jerina Show, our daily fuel episodes, ones just like this, they're much shorter than our regular content on the podcast. And in these daily fuel episodes, the goal is to give you a quick burst of encouragement, a quick burst of clarity to help you live with more focus, faith, and energy every single day. And hey, real quick, if you haven't already, be sure to sign up for the Ignite newsletter at jeffjerina.com/newsletter. It's the easiest way to get powerful insights, resources, and bonus content sent straight to your inbox. It's free to sign up. It's simple. All you do again is go to jeffjerina.com/newsletter. All right, so let's dive in. So here's my question for you. As we open up this Daily Fuel episode, I want to start with this question. Do you ever feel like you're the one getting in your own way? Like maybe you're the one that's keeping you from moving forward, or maybe from going the next level in your career, maybe your education, your health, or maybe it's your finances, you name it, fill in the blank there. You may have this thought here that you could be getting your own way. And I've had this thought many times for myself. But at the same time, you could be thinking positive. You could be saying, hey, I want to change. You're praying for a breakthrough. You have all these big goals. You're setting big goals. And you start strong. Whatever you start really strong. But then something gets in the way, right? Life gets tough for that particular thing you're trying to get better at. Things starting to get a little bit difficult. And somehow you keep slipping back into the same old patterns, feeling like you never seem to move forward. It's kind of like, hey, I'm taking a step forward, but what's happening is I seem to be taking 2 steps back and I'm never going anywhere. I just seem to be going backwards or standing still, not moving anywhere. And maybe the main reason for that is it's your own self-sabotage. Now, please know right off the bat, I'm not saying this to attack you or convict you or trying to judge you. That's not what I'm trying to do, because your situation may be something different. I'm just trying to hopefully here in this episode give you some inspiration, some information, some stuff to think about that will help you to move forward today or this week or whatever that is. And maybe again, the main reason for this is your own self-sabotage. And I can tell you personally that I've struggled in my life with this right here many times. And so here's the deeper reason for this. Why this may be happening, and something I wish someone had told me years ago. It's this right here, is that self-sabotage happens when your identity doesn't match your intention. So let me break that down here. Your intention is what you say you want. For example, you may say, hey, I want to get in shape, or I want to stop complaining, I want to have more confidence, I want to grow my business, or I want to walk more in faith and less fear, or without any fear at all. But what you believe about yourself, and I'm talking about those internal thoughts and words that you're telling yourself day in and day out, or what I call your self-belief or identity, is saying something else. So let me give you some examples here. You could be saying or thinking, hey, I'm not a disciplined person. I'm not good with money. I always mess things up, or I don't have the skills to do that, or I'm just not like those successful people, and I can never be that way. And so what happens is your mind pulls you back to what feels true and less painful in your mind about who you are, even if it's not who you want to be. And that's why willpower alone doesn't work for long. You don't just need a new goal. You need a new identity. Some would say a better mindset here. And with that, I just want to clear this up here because this is really important. So mindset is how you think. It's your attitude, your perspective about a situation, right? Your viewpoint. But identity is how you see yourself. It's what you believe to be true about who you are at the core. So let me give you an example. There's a lot of examples here in this episode. Okay, so here's the example. You can think like a winner. You've read the books, you've listened to the podcast, you've told yourself, hey, I'm going to crush my goals this year. That's mindset. But if deep down you still see yourself as someone who always quits, who always messes things up, or isn't really worthy of success, that's your identity talking. And here's the truth. You'll never consistently live beyond the identity that you believe. Eventually, your mindset, no matter how strong it is, will bend to match your identity. And to me, I think that's why people fall off track. Not because they lack motivation, not because they lack information, or not because they lack strategy, but because their internal identity hasn't caught up to their external intention. So here's today's big idea. If you want to change your life, don't just change how you think, change who you believe you are. And so with that, today's fuel point is this. Self-sabotage isn't just about bad habits. It's about a misalignment between who you think you are and what you're trying to do. And so if you want to break that cycle, I would say this. Start upgrading your identity today. And begin with what God says about you. Number one, you're loved. You're capable. You're equipped. You're not a quitter. You're a finisher. Live from that truth today, not from fear, not from failure, and not from your past mistakes. And so as we close here, I want to give you the quote for the day. It's from Craig Groeschel, and here's what it says. You'll never outperform your identity. Who you believe you are shapes everything you do. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.